Today's video we start with a hydration chart. Am I hydrated? Aim for clear urine at least 10 times a day. Eat a diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables. Drink a quart of water before meals. Thank you.
Pound and a half melon for brekkie. It's about 600 calories, $25 here, organic melon. This is actually a half of it. So the flies. Very good melon at the moment. It's very good. About $45, $50 a melon. Very tasty. Let's give the rest of these scraps to these goats. Check this out. Come and carve the fuck up, guys! You can eat it. Hey, leave the Durace alone, buddy. Leave the Durace alone, please. So here, Mount Lofty, South Australia. Nice view here. This is the highest peak in Metro South Australia. I remember in 1997, I came up here in September 97. A couple of mates, Johnny and Mike, and I had to stop like 2 or 3 times. I was dying, and now riding up here is, it's like washing dishes, you know. It's like, yeah, you can do it, but can you be arsed? But so all you have to do with fitness, man, is keep chipping away. You've got to keep chipping away, otherwise you don't get the results. Consistency is key. Persistence. About to go for a spin. Got to pick up some parcels. Smash down a mango. Organic mango. Ripe, nice and soft. Good fragrance. $7.50. This is actually from Freely's trade. Don't tell Freely though. Smash down a mango. I just get it split like that, split the cheeks open. It's good. It's because it's organic, you eat the skin as well. Or the flesh on the skin, rather. Really good quality mango. Really good. I could definitely eat 20 of these a day. It's about $150 a day, $1,000 a week if you want to smash down the organic mangoes in Australia. And you can only do that for, I reckon, 2 or 3 weeks of the year, because that's when it's good mangoes. Organic ones. Organic ones. Organic mangoes are the only real mangoes in Australia. And even then, you got to sift through them. It's pretty good. Not as good as 2011. That mango season in Australia, 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, best mangoes ever. Maybe it's saying it's 2 weeks actually. So 2 weeks out of the year, really good mangoes in South Australia. And all the best fruit gets shipped down here. So you can go north, but all the best fruit, all the best organic fruit gets shipped down to the southern markets because that's where the moolah is, that's where the money is. So you can live in the north, but if you want organic, really hard to get because all the organic farmers, they don't go to market, they ship down south. So that's why we live in the south, because it's better organic here than up north. Up north you can get cheap local produce, but it's all chemical fucking bullshit. I don't want to have most of my diet based on chemical food. Sure, I'll eat conventional produce now and then, but when I got the choice, I'm going organic. I'm going organic. Beautiful. Back to nature. Easy. It's funny, like I've seen this ocean so many times, and this is one of the calmest times it's ever been. It's a bit like life, isn't it? You got storms, you got calm. That's just fucking life. That's just the ocean. Alright, life has no mercy. The ocean has no mercy. You swim out there, the sharks can get you, get caught in an undertow. See you later. So you got to deal with the conditions. You got to handle the conditions. All right? You can't control the conditions, man. You can't control life. All you can control is your thoughts and emotions. All you can fucking control is your thoughts and emotions. That's what we want to work on in life primarily. That's your primary fundamental just there. Your thoughts and emotions. Once you can control that, boom, everything starts working in line. And when you get enough sleep, water, sugar, it's easier to have that participation in controlling your thoughts and emotions. So a lot of guys spend time in the gym to impress women, and that's good in that, man, but really, the main attraction for women, for men, is someone who can control their thoughts and emotions. That self-confidence, that passion, that self-belief. That's what's attractive and that's what's worth working on. And hey, end of the day, it's the most satisfying thing. Because when you can control your thoughts and emotion, life's pretty fucking cool. So here we are putting on some dates. Put some dates in there. I've already pitted these little dates. Putting them in there, weighing them on the scale. 266 grams so far. 375 grams. It's about 1100 calories. Going to blend it up with about a quart of water in the Throovy blender machine. Blend it up nice and well. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. People get so jealous we eat so much dates. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. I just tell people, just relax. Have some sugars and relax. Just relax. Data rate here. 1100 calories, about 400 grams of pitted dates, organic dates, filtered water, blended up, nice and smooth. Just savor the flavour. You pour this in a jug, bring it to work. You don't even need to take lunch breaks at work. You'll be way more productive. Work straight through lunch break. You got your lunch with you. Put it in the fridge, give it a shake, sip it. Because sometimes it starts to settle. Shake it up, sip it. Enjoy the flavour. Very low in fat and protein, so your mind's sharper. That's why people are taking these anti-narcolepsy drugs like modafinil, Provigil, Adderall, etc. Because they have some grease and they're just like, the blood's all thickening up to the brain, the oxygen's dropping down, they just like can't focus properly. You want to focus better, be sharper, cut your fat intake right down. That's why you have distributor of the month eating olive oil and stuff, and he's like, just talking a lot, not really saying much at all. So low fat for mental clarity and fucking razor sharpness relative to what would be otherwise. There's a little butterfly knife here. Little tricks of the trade. Tricks of the trade. What have we got here today from Wiggle? Good old fucking Wiggle, eh? I don't know how the fuck they ship it so fast. Wiggle is a bicycle company that I'm not affiliated with, but I've spent a lot of money with them. And they're based in the UK or Ireland or something. Where's it from? Somewhere. But they just move a lot of product. Crazy cheap stuff. Which is great for the cycling industry because it's making more people riding bikes. That's the goal. That's the goal. More people riding bikes. So we got today in the invoice, bam, 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 bam. We have got the most important thing in this package is this little sleeping bag here. And I recycle all my boxes, all my plastic. I even recycle my plastic bags when I can. Just collect them all, put them in a big plastic bag, and at the end of the month, drop it down to some other plastic bag recycling place. This little sleeping bag's from OMM, the original mountain marathon company. It's synthetic, so it's not a down one. You can get a down sleeping bag, but we warm it, but I don't want to support the down industry because it's very cruel. I wish the down industry would stop manufacturing down. If you're using a second-hand down sleeping bag, then obviously you're not supporting that, but I wanted to get a new sleeping bag, so I got synthetic because I don't want to use the animal materials like the down industry. The down is fucking cruel, man. They're ripping the ducks' feathers off their chest and shit and killing them. It's all fucked up. But hey, that wouldn't matter the fucking distributor of the month, would it? Crazy world we're living. So this is a nice little sleeping bag. It looks pretty light. I don't know how warm this is going to be, but we want to test it out. Very light, very light. Very lightweight sleeping bag. So it's got a pretty basic hood. No real neck baffle there. Very basic. This is gonna. So in January, my goal is to cycle 7,000 kilometers with no caffeine, no stimulants whatsoever, no drugs, no EPO, which I can get. I can get a hold of all these things. I can get a hold of fucking everything. I've got the contacts. I've got the dollars to get whatever I want. But the good thing about when you train natural, right? I'm not saying if you do drugs it's a bad person, but when you're doing it naturally, you can work out what works. When you're doing all the drugs, and you just fucking go to this crazy high level, you're not really sure what is working because it's just the drugs just bring you up to such a fucking high level. It's like when you're weight training and you get on trenbolone acetate. It doesn't matter what fucking if you're doing drop sets, pyramid, what doesn't fucking matter, mate? Because you just fucking grow, get the lean gains, all kinds of gains. Trenbolone acetates. But it's not a steroid though. Well, it is, but it isn't. Good old trenbolone. That is a fucking powerful fucking substance. It's a real basic little sleeping bag here. Real basic. Not really. This. I mean, that even the stuff sack is light. Let's rip off this. Recycle. I can recycle these ones as well. Bam. That's what you call strength. See how easy that came off then? It's like a condom. It's that size I would need, wouldn't it? After having a vasectomy. Stuff it back in there. So that's the goal this January. By having a lightweight sleeping bag, it means I don't have to come home. I can just keep riding. I can keep riding. Versus having to turn around and come home. The advantages of that is I can just take advantage of logistics time-wise. Maybe the wind was really good. I'll just keep riding the tailwind, whatever. I can just don't have to come home. And I can have be running 2 Garmins or have a solar-powered charger for my Garmin to be able to keep riding. So I'm gonna have to. My goal is to try and do 300 kilometers a day for the first 10 days, and then drop it back at 200 k's a day for the next 20 days. That's the plan. That's the plan. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? And I'll be having a few bikes ready. The good thing is this year I'll be organised. Last year, or January 13, I wasn't that really organised. I was like, I might do this Strava. It's basically just an ego challenge. Who can ride the most fucking kilometres in January in the world? That's all it is. Line up. What can you do? Woman or man? If you got a GPS, you can fucking line up. A lot of guys, you know, doing hella stimulants and shit to get the Ks done. I have to get this in the ground. But hey, that's the choice. But I want to do it. So 7,000 kilometers with not a milligram of caffeine or any stimulant in my body. 100% plant food, vegan food. I'm going to spend probably $2,000 that month on fruit. 2,000, yeah, easy. I'm going to easy spend $2,000 in January just on fruit. Easy. Fucking easy. But it is very light. I'll have to get this in the scales. I'll be back in a second. 439 grams. That's a light sleeping bag. That's a light sleeping bag. In Australia, it cost me about $500. I got it for $240 off Wiggle. It's using a Primaloft material, synthetic. So we'll see. It'll be it'll give it a test rating. The Garmin's got a thermometer on it. I'll be able to give it a temperature rating for myself. Interesting stuff. Looking pretty keen to get it on the road with this one. What else we got in the bags? So I buy all my stuff from Wiggle. All my reviews. These ain't sponsored, man. This is legit. I'm buying this stuff. Buying it. I'll open the packet for you. Well, it goes under your handlebars. Make it a little bit soft on your little mitts. On your little paws. Bit of softness there. Make it a little more tender. When you're doing the long Ks. So basically, there you go, you can sort of see what's going on there. So you just peel it off and place it where you want on your bars, and it acts as a bit more shock absorption. Bit weighty though, definitely adding weight to your bike there. But not too much. I'll chuck these in the scales. Just weighed it 94 grams. 94 grams, so you can probably minus 2 grams to that plastic packaging. So you got 92 grams extra on your bike. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Adding that much weight to your bike, a lot of people would not. Yeah, that is substantial weight gain to your bicycle. 90 odd grams. Gain depending on what sort of riding level you're at. That's what I mean, man. Cycling is like fucking gram counting, but it doesn't really matter too much, you know. In that, I won't put this on my on the TCR. I'll put this on the Cannondale, the touring spec, because for my Strava bike, I don't need super comfortable product, but it looks good. It's going to last a long time, apparently. All the ratings, so that's going to probably last you 20 years. Maybe last longer than that. What else we got in the bag of goodies? Got some tire levers. I don't know why they have got so much packaging, you know, like, it's going to Japan, that's probably why. You don't need to package tire levers. You can just slap them together, put a bit of tape around them, done. So I've got some plastic tire levers. I've got a Garmin. This is a bit better packaging, just a basic plastic bag. That's a Garmin, mounts on your handlebar, put your Garmin on there, clips on, so this off your handlebars, a bit easy to see when you're standing out the saddle climbing. The sleeping bag is going to be interesting to test it out. I'm very excited to see. You can sort of see how big it is. Big as my head. If you want to watch a funny video, I'll put it down in the link description below. Quite a humorous distributor of the month video. I fucking piss myself laughing so freely. I'll post it in the description text below. I'm going to smash this smoothie down and go for another ride. I'm going to do a few more errands today. Sugar for the win. Mountain life here for a run. Here's a good example of what you should do with your barbecue. Dumped on the side of the road. Now, I don't recommend dumping. You're better off breaking it up and putting it in a recycling depot for scrap metal. The next time you're at a barbecue and someone says, "Oh, where do you get your protein from? You're a vegan, are you?" You go, "Mate, that fucking meat you got in the barbecue there, that's full of heterocyclic amines." Now, what's that? Look it up. Google it up. Heterocyclic amines and benzopyrenes. That's what your meat's full of. And you're barbecuing all the endotoxins that are found in the meat. Endotoxin, look it up. One of the most toxic things around. You know, especially when you're cooking them. So as soon as an animal dies, it's like as soon as a human dies, the cadaver, the dead body. People eating dead animals. It's like a dead human. It's like you find a dead human on the side of the road. You're like, "Let's put him on the barbecue." People were getting dead animals and slap them on the barbie. Throw another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Crazy. You're barbecuing endotoxins if they're not toxic enough already as it is. So next time someone gives you a crowd to barbecue, have a bit of fun with them. Say, 3 things to look up would be heterocyclic amines, benzopyrenes, and endotoxins. That's your homework for today. You go and look it up, and the next barbecue, tell me what you thought. And then I'll answer your protein question. How was the Super Bowl on the weekend? Who do you think is going to win? Change the subject. That's all those fucking redneck fuckers want to talk about. Super Bowl! Of 600 grams organic corn kernels, $13 a packet. Got 2 packs. It's a real quick meal. This is like the Canyons eat. And number 2. Done. You can pour some warm water over that. So that's really easy, isn't it? That's a quick meal. And you can put whatever you want on there. Bit of low sodium sauce, let that soak, defrost a little bit. Done. Easy little corn soup recipe. High carb, low fat, Canyon style. Backyard, draining it out. That way we put the... Australia's got a bit of a water shortage, so we drain it out. Eco, man, it's all about the eco. Put that organic corn in there. You can put whatever you want on there. I'm going to use a bit of low sodium sauce there. Beautiful. Look at those golden cornies. Pretty tasty. Here, this is in Australia, Coles organic sauce, tomatoes, citric acid, organic onion, water, organic sugar, a bit of salt, lemon juice, black pepper. It's about 500 milligrams per 100 grams. A little bit high on the salt, but the thing is you can always dilute it, use sparingly. I encourage people, get sauces oil free, get sauces the lowest salt you can. Oil, bad for your heart, bad for your arteries, damages endothelium cells, activates clotting factor 7 as much as butter. That's coconut oil, olive oil, flaxseed oil, any oil. If you're going to use oil, just fucking bare minimum. Bare minimum. So I'm going to put that on the corns. Eat that. That's about around 1,000 calories there for $27. Organic corn. Easy meal to do. Just put a bit of hot water on there. Let it defrost out. Boom. Ready for action. Put a bit of sauce on there. Easy, quick meal. And I just know a lot of people aren't going to fucking do that because they're like, $27? I'm going to have fucking... For $27 in Australia, you can feed a family at McDonald's or KFC. More calories than you'd get a bowl for one person, 1,000 calories. That's the fucking world we live in, man. That's Australia. Welcome to Australia. Welcome down under. Please check your MasterCard and Visa upon entry. Crazy, right? Let's get this meal down and dusted. This is a Kenyan meal. This is to celebrate my Kenyan viewers. Corn is one of the staples of Kenya. Ugali, they call it. Cornmeal, corn grits.